What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with PressureWashHelp.com and King of Pressure Washing. And today I want to talk about doing pressure washing, starting a pressure washing business, getting leads, because I've been getting asked a whole lot about what do I need to do to get leads. I got somebody on my Voxer that's saying, things are slowing down because how I know things are slowing down because people are getting cheaper. And so this is a slow time. This is a slow time in the pressure washing business. So what does that mean that you need to do? Does that mean that you need to lower your prices? Or does that mean you need to do marketing? And what do I mean by marketing? Because just because we do marketing now isn't going to change that it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down this time of year. That is part of the pressure washing fun. That is part of what happens every year after year. It slows down year after year and this time of year. Now, there is some things that you can do that will help this not slow down. For instance, one thing that I always did was this was a good time that I tried to schedule my commercial work. Yes, my commercial work. And so we're going to hit on a little bit about commercial work and how to get commercial work and ways to get commercial work. But we're also going to talk about other business and stuff like that. So why is it important that we stay busy, that we get work, and what do we need to do to be able to get work? So these are some things that we need to do. So like I say, this is why when I say when the marketing is good, like say April and May, and we're booking out 6 weeks, don't stop marketing. That is the biggest problem, is people stop marketing and then they wonder why we can't get work in July and August because we stopped marketing. And then we got to start all over. We quit doing our Facebooks, we quit doing our lives we quit doing LinkedIn, we quit doing all of these things because we're busy and we're booked out for 6 weeks. And well, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know. We got booked out for 2 months and now the 2 months is here and we don't have no work because we wasn't doing the things we needed to do to stay busy in this time of year. Pressure washing, what you put there, Nick, hard work early in the season allows you to book far out so time of the year doesn't hurt the schedule. And that is true. So that is why we want to keep our residential work done. So I've been getting this question quite a bit of what do I need to do to get work? What are some things I need to do? Well, first off, number one, don't panic. It'll be all right. It'll slow down. And usually what happens is it'll slow down and you'll be like, I don't have no work for tomorrow. And the next thing you know, you go flip a few rocks. The next thing you know, you have work for the next 2 weeks. And so these are some things that we have to do of flipping rocks and finding stuff. So this is a good time of year that when we slow down and we don't have 3 jobs on the schedule and we only have 2 jobs on the schedule, this is a good time of year that, hey, we're going to do that Facebook post. We're going to do that Facebook Live. We're going to do that. We're not just going to do 5 rounds. We're going to do 10 rounds. We're going to do all the things we need to do so that way when we start picking back up, we do that. And this is why I teach a lot of the new people to start getting in habits. The perfect house wash, the 26 steps to the perfect house wash. There's a reason why I preach the 26 steps to the perfect house wash. Because it does take things in, for instance, of getting our pictures, getting our 5 rounds, doing our yard signs. Yes, these are part of your house wash. A lot of times we get to the house wash and we're like, oh, this is the house wash. We got to do the house wash. And we get all excited and we're going to do a house wash. And that's why I'm like, slow down. Let's go do our 5 rounds. Let's go do our yard signs. Let's do the things let's go talk to the customer and let them know that, we need a 5-star reviews. And if I send you some pictures and you put that as a 5-star review, that helps me out. Hey, Miss Customer, if you would put this on your social media and give me a shout out, that helps me out. And guess what that does? That's called marketing. That's called keeping our funnel full. That's called getting things into our funnel. And what I mean by a funnel is, a funnel is big at the top and it goes down. Well, if we can't get no people in the top, then there's not going to come out the bottom. And so this is why it's important that we do the things that we need to do for marketing. I love people that want to go buy brand new equipment. And I love that we have these people that want to buy all this brand new equipment. And then they don't want to spend no money in marketing. They don't want to spend a dime in marketing. They don't want to spend nothing in marketing. And it's like, do you really want to go out of business? Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to go out of business if we don't spend money in marketing. And we don't have to spend lots of money. And we don't have to spend any money. But we have to do marketing. And as I say, there's always 2 ways of getting marketing. 1, open our wallet. And 2, take the time. So those are the only 2 ways that you can do marketing. So this is what I'm starting in July. I'm going to start doing this in July, and it's in my membership only. Every Monday, I am going to do a Zoom call. It's going to be 30 minutes long, and every other week, 1 week, I'm going to start it at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the other 2 weeks, I'm going to do it at 8 at night. So that way, if you can get on it in the morning or if you can get it on at night, and I'm going to do that for a little bit to see which one works better and which one I'm getting people on. And what I'm going to do on this marketing call, on this Zoom call, and this is only going to be for the members only, is I'm going to give you things that you need to do. I'm going to give you a plan. I'm going to give you a thing of, hey, 4th of July is already over, but hey, 4th of July is coming up. What are we doing for marketing? Hey, Labor Day is coming up. And that is true. We need to start planning now so that way when Labor Day comes, we're not like, man, that was a good holiday that I just let go food bar. So that is going to be what I want to do is every Monday, I'm going to start at 1. So this Monday will be the 5th. We'll be at 8 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I ought to do that one at 8 since that's July 5th. And every Sunday night or every Monday night, every other one. So that way, if people can get to it in the morning, and if one works better than the other, then I'm going to just probably keep it to the one. But every Monday morning, I'm going to keep it at 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes. So it'll be 10 to 15 minutes of talking on a certain subject, and then it's going to be what you need to do this week. So I'm going to help you schedule out what you need to do so that way you can be successful. And I'm going to go over everything. I want to go over, my goal is when I first start out, it's going to be some of the basics. Facebook, Nextdoor, LinkedIn, all of those things. And then the next thing I want to start doing is email marketing, commercial clients, things that we can do so that way you can start getting those big fish. If we keep flipping those rocks over, you're going to get work. I was doing a live, and one of the guys on the live went and did what I said to do. And guess what? She's like, I can't do it this year because it's not in my budget, but I want it done, so give me a bid, and it's going to be done in April or May. So if by him taking action, and not only taking action, but following up. We have to follow up, guys. If we're not following up, that is the worst thing that you can ever do. Jason, just get us before we start drinking. Yes. But yeah, so those are some things that we have to do. And that's one thing that I'm going to add to my membership. So that way it gives you more access to me. And I want to do things that make you get off in your butt and do it. So my goal is I'm going to have a month-long marketing calendar. And then I'm going to break it into the weeks of things that we can do. So that way you can do that. Now, if you want to get into it for absolutely free and get the first month free, I'm going to hook you up on it. So this is going to be just till July 5th. It's not going to go after July 5th. I'm going to turn it off at midnight. You can get into the membership absolutely free. No credit card, no nothing. You get all the marketing. You get all of the pressure washing. You get the community and everything. So that is going to happen right now, as if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/freedom, because I want you guys to have freedom. I want you to be free to be able to do what you want to do and how you want to do it. So if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/freedom, you get 30 days, no credit card. All you have to do is put an email address and your name, and that is it. So with that, this is going to be the very start of this. Is Monday is the 5th. So July 5th is, I'm going to do a 30 minutes call. 15 minutes going to be what we need to do. I'm going to have a plan that you can take and take action, because I want you guys to take action. If you don't take action, you can't have freedom. That's just the way it is. You know, a lot of people sit here and think that, man, I hate my job, or I want to take my family on a vacation and I want freedom, but I can't, but it's hard. I'm going to tell you things. This guy right here, Central Illinois, this guy right here, last year, I remember him calling me and saying, it's hard. It's hard, Jason. He was overwhelmed. But you know what? He pushed through. And you know what happens when you push through when things get hard? You get good. And you get better, and you learn things, and you figure out things. And when all the wheels are falling off and the motors are blowing up, and you're running out of oil, and you're running out of chemical, and nothing wants to work that right, and it's 100 degrees outside, and you're just like, I want to give up. That's when you push through. And guess what? When you push through, that's when things change. That's when things change. I don't even know what he said here. I've got on a roll. Jason can give us all these resources, but if you don't use those resources and work your tail off, you're not going to see the benefits. I'm living proof this works. This guy right here is going to hit $150,000 this year. I'm putting it in his future. So his goal was 100, and he's going to hit that before long here. So go out there and push, guys. So the reason why I wanted to do this with the marketing stuff on every Monday and kind of give you a marketing plan is a lot of times I see people failing because they don't know how to do marketing, or they're scared of marketing. And so I'm going to give tips and tricks of things that I know that work for me and that I use for my business in this business right here. And you can use the same tips and tricks. You know, urgency, how to talk on the phone. You know, I'm going to cover these things because I've heard phone calls and I just cringe. That's just awful. You can't make this stuff up, what people say. They're awful. They can't talk on the phone. But that's what I want to help you so that you can help and grow your business. So, my chair, I got so excited. That my chair fell down here in doing that. So, these are some things that I want you to start doing. These are some things. So, if you have never pressure washed and you are just getting started, then start. That's the first thing. Start with Google My Business. Just get your Google My Business. Google My Business is how you're going to start getting business. You're going to do Google My Business a lot because that is a free resource. The next thing I want you to do is, if you do Facebook, go into all the groups, and no, not the pressure washing groups. In fact, I tell you to delete them, because the number one thing that I hear from people is, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that, Jason. I don't have time to do that. Well, here, I want you to do something on your phone. I want you to pick your phone up. Pick your phone up. If you have a Apple, I want you to pick your phone up, and I want you to go to your settings. And from settings, I want you to scroll down, to where battery, right there where it says battery. And I want you to hit battery. And what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down and I want you to see battery app by usage, show activity. So what that will tell you is what are you wasting your time on? Now, don't just do today, the last 24 hours. I want you to do the last 10 days. So the last 10 days, I want you to hit the last 10 days. Now scroll down and I want you to see what you've been wasting time on. So right now I have 20 hours of wasted time that I could have been making money and figuring out things and learning things, but I've wasted 20 hours in 10 days. Now, you might not think that's a lot, and you might not think that, well, what am I going to do in them 20 hours? Right here, go there and learn. I teach how to do LinkedIn. I teach how to do Google My Business. I teach how the 26 steps of the perfect house wash. I teach Nextdoor. I teach everything of that. These are some things that you got to do, guys. These are what you have to do so that you can grow your business. Because here's the deal. If you don't take action and if you don't go and do the things that you're wasting your time on the Facebook groups of pressure washing and not the Facebook groups of the moms groups, and I don't mean being creepy in the moms groups. If you're going to be a creepster, then I would suggest not to do that. The neighborhood groups, the yard sale groups, all those groups, that's where we want to post at. And we're not going to just post blast one time and be like, well, Jason, I posted in there, but I didn't get nothing off of it. No, you got to do it every couple days. It's over and over and over and over. And we're not just posting about pressure washing. We're going to help other people. I want you to write 3 to 4 posts on other people's stuff before you ever say pressure washing. Because I want the algorithm to know that you're going to be getting used to you. I want you to ask questions of, hey, this is a great question. I'm thinking about starting a pressure washing business, and even if you already have insurance, I'm thinking about starting a pressure washing business, and I need business insurance. Do you know anybody that has business insurance? And guess what? You're going to have people being like, yeah, this guy does insurance. This guy does insurance. And what do you think that does to the algorithm? The algorithm thinks that, hey, when this guy posts, he's getting people to interact. Now when we're interacting, guess what? When you do your post on pressure washing, guess what? It's going to show up to everybody. So this is why we have to do those things of making sure that we do that. And yes, Truth Seeker says YouTube at 55%. And that's good, but that can be, are you taking action on the things that you are learning on YouTube? I'm okay if you're learning and you take action, but we can become an educated idiot if we don't take action. And what I mean by taking action is taking action. You have to take action. If you're not willing to take action, you won't get no reaction. You're going to be stuck in the mud. You're going to be the ones complaining that you ain't got no work. I ain't got no work, Jason. It's July and August and I ain't got no work. Well, nobody has work now. But not to say that, because there is people that have their biggest months in July and August. And why is that? They did the thing that I taught a couple weeks ago about flipping rocks. Flipping them rocks, baby. We got to flip them rocks. Go find, this is what I would tell you to do. If you can do one thing, this is one thing that is huge. That the good old saying is your net worth your network is your net worth. What does that mean? What does your network mean your net worth? Well, if you go out and you find business people and you find rich people and you make that your network, guess what? When they have pressure washing and they know about you, they're going to use you. They're going to call you. And I got a fact of that. So I've been out of business for 2 years. I've been doing videos for 2 years. Guy called me up. He's down in Lexington, and he was like, Jason, I need some stuff done. Can you do it? And I looked at it, and it's a rather large. I thought it was going to be a bigger job than what it was, but it's going to probably end up being about $3,000 to $5,000 for about a day's worth of work. And so I gave it to DJ, and I said, DJ, we're going to go look at this job, and we're going to bid this job down here in Lexington. So he's like, okay. I'm like, because I want to run it through your business. That way the insurance and all that's still good. So we went to Lexington today to learn about this job. How did I know about that job? This is a guy that I've known him for 5 years or 10, and I've known him for a long time. I don't talk to him all the time, but I know of him. And he sees that I post that I still do pressure washing. Well, guess what? He called me. And this could be about a $10,000 to $15,000 job if we get the concrete sealer. So that is reason why we have to do that. So this is what you have to do. You have to do these things. You know, we can do some things and we can post and we can do that, but we're making our network. We're getting a network. And that's why we use LinkedIn. That's why I'm a huge proponent of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a professional network. It is a way to network with people that that are doctors, that are facility managers, that are business owners, that are things that we can do. And that's important. You know, if you can go to a golf outing, actually I was talking to the guy, my local guy here that hangs Christmas lights. He started out as a food truck, an ice cream food truck, and then he went to a storefront and he still got that. And he's done very well for himself. Well, last year he started doing commercial Christmas lights for people. Well, he met, if anybody's ever seen R&L trailers, they're actually out of Ohio. They're actually up in Wilmington. They're about an hour away from here, Wilmington. And it's a huge spread. They own 2 stables. They own the World Equestrian stables up in Wilmington, and then they own one down in Ocala. Got more money to know what to do with. Well, he met this guy at an outing, at a golf outing. And he was like, hey, I can come up here and give your customers or your employees ice cream. He's like, come on. Guess what? He's going to pay him $5 for 2,500 people to have ice cream. Well, you know what? If he didn't go to that golf outing and meet these people, you would never do that. And you might say, Jason, I'm just a lonely old pressure washer. Who's going to want to be around me? Well, I tell you what, nobody with that attitude. But if you go out there and you shake hands and kiss babies and meet people, you'll be surprised who you will meet. You will meet famous people. You will meet people that you would never think that you would meet. So this is definitely something that you have to do. You have to go out there and do this to be able to grow your pressure washing business. So I went down a long rabbit trail. Sorry, guys. But so the next thing, R&L keeps building more and more. Tons of money there. Yes, there is. Tons of it. So the next thing, once we get through Facebook, there's other things we can do. There's Facebook. There's Nextdoor. Nextdoor is a great thing. If you live in a nice neighborhood, Nextdoor is a good thing. I love flipping rocks and running for the mayor. Nextdoor is a good thing. LinkedIn post, and I don't mean just post once a month. Posting, we're talking, we're engaging on other people's posts. We're talking on other people's posts. We don't need to know these people by name like they're our best buds, but we're going to act like they're our freaking our best bud. We might have just connected with them yesterday, but man, they're my best buddy now. And I'm going to act like they're my best buddy. And I'm going to, you know what, that realtor just posted that house. Oh, Miss Realtor, that's the most beautiful house ever. Which they're not posting much now because it's going $10,000 over cost in 2 days anyway. But before this crap was getting so bad with houses, they were posting them. And that's what we would say to them. And that's what we would do. And on the facility managers, we would talk to them. And maybe they got a a promotion. Hey, congratulations, Miss Jones, on your promotion. I hope you have an awesome day and blah, 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 blah. And we go on. And you know what? These people will remember you. They will remember you at that point. Consistent, prolific, relentless. This right here is what we have to do. When I'm tired and I'm down and I don't want to do nothing and the phone's not ringing and I must suck, and we have to be consistent, prolific, and relentless. Consistent. I'm on here every Sunday night and every Thursday night. I put a podcast out every Tuesday. If you want to go check out the podcast, kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. Prolific. I'm giving you all information. I'm helping you in any way I can. I'm doing the things to make you do it. And relentless, I'm doing it whether I'm tired, I don't want to do it, I don't like you all, I hate you all today, and I don't want to, but I am going to do it no matter if it's 150 degrees. It don't matter. I am going to be relentless, and I am going to keep knocking on that door. I am going to keep calling that phone to see if following up. I am going to keep texting. I am going to be relentless. When they get done, when they put their review, Jason never gave up on us. He did it. He kept calling me. He kept bugging me. He's a home advisor. You know one thing I want you to learn about a home advisor? Because once you get on their list, they're going to call the crap out of you. That's what I want you to do to your customers. I want you to be relentless at the end of the day. I want you to call those people. I want you to message those people. I want you to email those people. And not just one time, over and over and over. If you ever been on the Home Advisor list, you know that it wasn't one time that they called you 50 times. And that's being relentless. That's being flipping those rocks and following up and keeping going. And that is what we need to do. So with that, after that, that's LinkedIn. Then we're going to work on our website. We're going to do blog posts. We're either going to write them or we're going to pay somebody to write them. So on my Mondays, I'm going to teach you where places you can get blog posts and where to write blog posts and how to write blog posts and what to write in blog posts and all of those good things. And I'm going to talk about those so that way, because it's going to be building blocks. When my Monday is going to be building blocks. It's going to be building blocks to help you get customers. Because my goal is that if you are successful and you are making money, then that's my goal. My goal is to make sure that you can start and grow a business and be successful and not fail. Now, will everyone not fail? No. Because a lot of people won't take action. I had people say, well, signs don't work. How many did you put out? 25? Well, you're just getting started, buddy. Don't start not putting signs out at 25 because 25 didn't work. Or you got 2 boxes of signs because you're too damn lazy to go out there and put them out. Get up. Go do it. It takes action. Don't stop. You got 5 boxes of door hangers, but you won't go put them out because it's hot, Jason. Jason, it's hot outside. I've worked all day and it's hot. I can't go out there and do that, Jason. Get out there and go do it. Take action. Study your keywords, your negative keywords, your backdoor links into your website. And I'm going to hit on more of this on them Zoom calls because when I'm on here, people don't like to hear it. And if you don't want to hear it there, that's fine too. But these are things that, I had, when my website, I've had a website built, Jason, but nobody coming to it. Well, did you do citations? Did you do other things than just put a website up? Because a website is only going to get you so far. Did you learn more about website building than just Jason? And not just other pressure washers? Did you go on other people's YouTube channels that actually teach SEO and actually teach Google My Business? Yes, there's people out there. and they give great information. And yes, it might be over your head, but you will learn. Or you will at least learn so when you go to pay somebody that you're not getting screwed. Because there's a lot of people that like to screw people. And it just is what it is. You know, I can tell you all the words they're going to say. Well, it's going to take 6 to 12 months before your website or before this starts ranking. Well, what happens in 6 to 12 months that the keywords that I want don't start ranking? Or they'll tell you this: we'll get you ranking number 1. We're going to get your business name ranking number 1, Jason. Well, let me ask you something there, Mr. SEO guy. How many people search your business name? 0. I can get anybody's business name number 1 really quick because nobody's searching Billy Bob's Pressure Washing and Billy Bob Land. So I can get that going real fast. So just be careful what you're watching and when you're doing that kind of stuff. I just followed you this morning in between running flyers today. I binged a lot of your videos. I will be around for a long time to come. Thanks for your content. Awesome, dude. Again, if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/freedom, it's completely free for 30 days. No credit card, nothing. And that will get you that's going to get you 4 SEOs. It's going to get you 2 Zoom calls where you can talk about equipment and all of that kind of stuff. Them are on every other Sunday nights and all of that good stuff. So go check that out. Jason didn't just help me make money. He helped me change my life. And Jason Hoffner was one of my Voxer program. He still is on my Voxer program. And I talked to him several times of every day. And that's how I've helped him. I've helped push him through the hard days. I've helped push him through the days that suck when the equipment breaks. I've helped him push through the days that, you just want to quit. So them are definitely things that I want to do. I had an SEO guy fill out my contact form on my website. He didn't even give me the company name. Big red flag to me. All right. How long have I been chatting? For 30 minutes. I'm not in Billy Bob land. Can I run 2 machines from one faucet? If they're both 4 gallon a minute, you can. I just made $300 soft washing a 3,000 square foot building, but I only did the front. 30 minutes, $300. The customer was speechless. I was going to say, you did $300 for 3,000 square feet. That ain't nothing to be proud of. But it is proud of 30 minutes and $300. So that is awesome. Hey, I'm going to hit back up here on make sure you get that 5-star review. That is more important than the $300 you made in 30 minutes. Get that 5-star review. If they're that happy, tell them this will help me grow my business. If you want to be speechless right here. Share me out on your social media, on your favorite social media. Give me a share. I would appreciate it very much. That would help me out a lot. Those are things that you do when you have a customer that is speechless. Those are the things that grow your business, guys. Those things, those little things, those don't seem like nothing. Who would think that somebody sharing me out on Facebook would mean anything? Well, I'm going to tell you something. It could mean $100,000 jobs is what that could mean just by them sharing you out. You don't know who their friends are. You don't know any of that stuff. So that's why that is very important. Me too. Let's see. Got to do something you never done to get something you never had. Yep. Made $2,500 in 2 weeks on the side. This is definitely something that if you want to get out of debt, you can pay off a lot of bills by doing pressure washing business. You can do vacations with your family. You can pay off your house. You can pay off your vehicles by doing $2,500 in 2 weeks on the side. So definitely, or if your wife wants to quit work or you want to go full time, these are things that have to happen to be able to do those things. I haven't reached out my potential yet. I met Jason in person. He's pretty quiet. You guys are lucky. Hey, I am a person that likes to stand around and listen. I'm the person that I'm the creepster that I will come into a conversation and I won't say a whole lot. I will listen a lot of times. I want to listen to what other people have to say, and it's like how I soak it in. Now, when I go to events where I am the speaker and stuff, I will speak out more and talk more and try to drum up more conversation. But in general, I am the quiet one. I don't like being the loud one. And so that is just, and I'm not actually an introvert. I'm actually an extrovert. I like being around people. But, these are things that you have to deal with. You might be an introvert and you don't like people. Well, and that's going to be uncomfortable. But don't be afraid. What's the worst somebody going to tell you? Go screw yourself over there? Nobody's going to tell you that. So just make sure that you do the things you need to do. Jason, any tips for budgeting, paying employees' taxes yourself? Yes, there's a great book to read that I'm going to tell you to read that you need to read. It is called, I can't think of the name of it. Mike Kalowinski. What's the name of it? I went brain fart. He's got a great book on budgeting, employees, taxes. You put 10 to 15% in taxes. You pay yourself 50%. What's the name of it? Come on, guys. You got to help me out here. I know somebody's got to know it. Shoot. I always talk about this book. I haven't talked about it in a while. All right. I'll think of it. But there's a book out there by Mike Kalowinski. He's also written The Pumpkin Plan and a couple other books. But Profit First. I knew I would figure it out. Yes, Profit First. I would tell you to read Profit First. He kind of goes into telling you how to do all the things that you need to do here and put it into different buckets and get different bank accounts so that way you can have profit. Because if you're not being profitable right out of the get-go, it does you no good. So, some things that you can do for paying, some things that are good things to do is have a little bit of a nest egg. So that way you can have that nest egg. Your taxes, he's telling you to put, I think he tells you to put 10 to 15% in the bucket of taxes. So that way you put it in there and you don't touch it. If you have to pay sales tax, you can put that in there too. So that way you're not touching that money. That way you're not like at the end of the year going, I need $30,000 to pay my taxes. No, you are in crazy bill land. He is in crazy bill land. He literally is. What CRM program do you use? There's lots of them. PressureWashHelp.com/jobber, PressureWashHelp.com/HouseCallPro. If you buy either one of those, you give me a affiliate marketing. You give me a cup of coffee. There's all different kinds. There's stuff from free to spending money to $200-300 a month. They're all can be good. They're not all good. There's not one that's like the perfect one. There's none of them out there that's going to be perfect. So that's some of the issue. Like jobbers, you can be on the higher end. Actually, I just seen one the other day that I hadn't heard is Service Fusion, not Service Titan, but Service Fusion is on the higher end. On the cheaper end, you can use Yard Books, which is completely free. DJ's used it for the last year or 2 years, completely free, doesn't pay anything for it. Of course, it has its limitations, so them are some things that you come up with. Customer Factor. I want to do some videos with. If you think I ought to do some videos about each CRM, give me some thumbs up. So we're at 24. Give me some thumbs up if you think I should do some videos of each CRM and see which CRM is the best. Or my goal is this is kind of how this is what I'm thinking about doing is getting a CRM for 2 weeks, putting in 5 contacts a day, trying to figure out the email system, trying to figure out all of that kind of stuff. So then that way I can do a video of how easy it is, how easy the interface is, how easy all of that kind of stuff. Does it have an app? Jobber and House Call Pro has apps that work really well. Some of the other ones I mentioned have apps and they don't work worth a poop. And so them are some things that I want to hit on to see what works and what don't work. We got some, so that must be, I know a lot of people ask about CRM, so that's what I want to hit on is what the importance of a CRM is, why is it important to keep it. I know some people that started with a cheaper CRM, and then they tried to move to a better CRM, but the data, and they were going to lose all this stuff, and so, you just got to do what you got to do. What up, Aim High Pressure Washing? How are soft wash systems in Stanford, Florida? They have a course. Well, my course is better. PressureWashHelp.com. I have an in-person training coming up, but there's some things. I don't have the dates up on it yet. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to do my next in-person training. I think it's going to be the end of August, or actually it's probably going to be the beginning of August. And then that's going to also include Christmas light training. So if anybody wants to know about Christmas lights and how to do it and how to make money, that's definitely something you need to do. Jason's 5-star review is the like button. If you want to give me a 5-star review, I love getting 5-star reviews if I have helped you in any way. And you can either go to pressurewashhelp.com/review or you can go to kingofpressurewash.com/review. And give me a 5-star review. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can give me a review on there too. I do read every one of them, and I like seeing what you all have to say. So, 6-star Power Washing, New York. What's up, everyone? Brand new to the game. Have done a job yet? That's fine. Actually, I have a guy in my membership that has never touched a pressure washer. So, that's out there. People don't always have, a lot of people say, well, if you don't know mechanics, you don't need to be a pressure washer. Well, I'm going to beg to differ. Because I know a lot of smart people out there that know how to find the right people to work on stuff, and they can run a business a hell of a lot better than they could ever pressure washing. Because the last time I checked, a pressure washer running a pressure washer is about a $15 an hour spot, maybe $20 if they're lucky. And if they're really good, they're $25 an hour spot. But somebody that's running a business, you're not going to find somebody that's running a business at $25. A person running a business is $50, $100 because that's the task that you got to deal with. So just because you've never touched a pressure washer doesn't mean you can't run a pressure washing business. Now, could in the beginning be tough? Yes, it could. If you join pressurewashhelp.com/freedom, I will help you through it. I can help you do things that do hard things. Finished E-Myth, what's next? All right, Minute Man. So you finished E-Myth, what's next? Have you read Pumpkin Plan is a good book. I would highly recommend Pumpkin Plan is another good book. It's a good book as in learning how to do stuff. Pumpkin Plan, Profit First. Obviously, I would definitely tell you to read Profit First if you haven't read Profit First. But Profit First and Pumpkin Land, them are some of the good ones. I'm an introvert, but I love people. I found you on YouTube looking to get a pressure washer for around my house and then decided to make some money with it. That's awesome. Awesome. Profit first. Pay yourself first. That's what Profit First says. E-Myth. Profit first. Everybody tell me profit first. Is it pay yourself first? Yes. When is the next training class? So I'm having one in July 9th and 10th. Or actually, I'm not having one July 9th. I'm having one July 9th. That's going to be a very small class. The traction tour was supposed to be that weekend, but that got canceled. So I'm I'm only going to have, right now, there's only one person in the class in that one. Otherwise, it's going to be probably August, the first week of August is what I'm going to look at. So I haven't looked at it yet. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Keep the ears open and the mouth shut. Your business, for your business, you could hold onto that tax money in an account that is gaining interest. I paid quarterly, semi-annually, and drawing interest on all that money at the same time. Yep. A good CRM is one that you use. That is true. Because I know a lot of people that got a CRM and they never touch it. They put the invoices in and that's it. They use it as an invoice thing. Mark, do you have a video on metal roofs? I do have a video on metal roofs. It's on my YouTube channel. It's also at here too, pressurewashhelp.com/freedom. But it is on my YouTube channel too. CRM is important. It's a long tenant in your business investment. Here's the importance of a CRM. A lot of people don't know what the importance of a CRM. It's not to have this big database of customers that we never touch again. The importance of a CRM is we pay $30, $50, $70, $100 for a lead or a customer's name, email, and address and phone number. And it's not just so that we don't ever touch them again. We want to email these people again and again, year after year, maybe quarterly every 3 months, And that is the importance of why we want to do that. Another tax write-off, if you want to go to Florida, go to the conference in Florida, and it's all tax write-off for your business. All your meals, everything, your room, the whole 9 yards. Does your program give me the best house wash mix to remove the green algae from siding? It does. It does. Absolutely does. Thank you for all you do, Jason. Been following you for 2 years. Tomorrow is my first day not going on the truck. I'm very confident with my guy, so wish me luck. This one right here is very tough. This is probably the number 2 hardest. First is going full time. Second is getting off the truck and letting the truck run itself. This is one of those things that you just get anxious and you think that they're gonna wreck the truck and all of that stuff. But once you get over that fear and you can start bringing number 2 truck and number 3 truck, then you'd realize what you can do then. I use Customer Factor and like it. The mobile version works well. How do I get some experience? Go to Pressure Wash Code to my in-person training, and my in-person training lets you do the work. So I show you how to work. I teach you how to pressure wash. I show you how to pressure wash, and then I let you pressure wash. Because that's how I learn. I learn by hands-on, touching it, looking at it, starting the machine. That's how I learn. So that's how I let you learn, is the exact same way. I know mechanics. I can change a tire. And yes, girls can do this. We had Beth, and we had a couple other ones. I think I've taught 5 girls so far, 5 or 6. On the job learning or get a new one. Old girls, old people. I've had 65-year-olds come to my training. And yes, they pressure washed with the pressure washer. Quick question. What time works best for door hangers? I've been doing 3 hours starting at 10 a.m. Probably Saturday is your best time when people are home, because then you can talk too, and do them while people are there. Otherwise, I would say probably around 3, probably around 5, to be honest, if you want my honest opinion. Beth, you are right. Slow week for me. 30 signs out. One job caused water damage in electric box on aluminum siding. That sucks, George. Anyone in the Orlando area? There's lots of people in the Orlando area. Bobby Walker's in Orlando. I pay my wife $20 an hour to get to be the water girl. She wants a raise. Go put her on a forklift and raise her up. Um, tell her you're only allowed to make so much money. Mr. All About Pressure Washing in the House, Mr. Mike. Spot on. What's a CRM? A CRM is customer relation management. It is a place that we put all our it's a place that we can put all our information in about that customer. We can send an invoice. We can send. They can pay by credit card. We can send emails from there. We can do. We can send some of them. We can send text. We can do all kinds of things with a CRM. Some CRMs we can see when they open their bid. We can see if they haven't opened their bid. And if they haven't opened their bid in a day, in 24 hours, guess what? We're calling them to see why they haven't opened it. Do you have a door-to-door script that I use? I do not, because I was not a door-to-door person. I am fat, and I don't like door-to-door. I walked probably 500 door hangers, and we got that many calls from it. All I got was a weight loss diet, and that was no fun for me. Every single one of my customers are set up on automatic emails. I want repeat business, and they won't forget me come next season if they need something. And this is a good thing that we can send to of not just pressure washing, but hey, we do gutter cleanouts in the fall. Hey, we do Christmas lights in the wintertime. Hey, it's the rainy season. We can clean out your gutters again. Hey, it's been. We can also take care of your driveway. Hey, it's been 2 years and we let you know that we've been since the last time you had your house washed. How is hot water pressure with soft wash? Can I combine them? Yes, you can. You don't need to. The biggest thing with hot water is you got to turn it all the way down. Otherwise, hot water will melt siding. It'll make that siding go woo all the way across there, and then you're buying siding. So make sure you're not using too hot water because you can melt siding with hot water. How do I know? Because I did it. That's how I know. So what do you do on the off season? Christmas lights is the best thing to do on the off season. Christmas lights is one of those things that you can make lots of money in the wintertime. So if you do Christmas lights in the wintertime, there is no off season. Jason's training is the best. I've been to other trainings, and this is the best. That's right. Thank you, Miss Beth. Because my training, I don't just go over pressure washing and how to pressure wash the house. And I go over marketing. I go over Google My Business. I go over all the things that you need to do so that you can grow your business. Jason, put my Gaiman poll together today. Going to use it tomorrow. That's called taking action. Is paying for a soft systems worth it? Soft wash systems, depending on which soft wash system you're talking about. You can build them yourself. You can do all of that stuff. Jason, filling out the commercial page. I love flipping rocks. It's like looking for money and knowing it's where you're looking. You know, this is something that a lot of people don't realize is why you got to flip rocks. What do I mean by flipping rocks? We got to go out there and make connections. Go look for the dirty buildings. Go look for the dirty malls. Go look for property managers. That's what we're doing. That's flipping rocks. I asked about door hangers. You said 5 around, or 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. 5 p.m., not a.m. You're going to have a bunch of people thinking you're creepsters if you're out there at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. or 5 a.m. is too early. People are still in bed. We don't want to do it early, so that would be bad. Yes, ChristmasLights.io is my Christmas light page. You can go there. You can buy Christmas lights right now if you want to buy Christmas lights. And I got my trainings and stuff on there. That's where I will be putting all my trainings and stuff. But yes, Christmas lights is an awesome thing that you can do. Again, if you want to, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/freedom. Get 30 days absolutely free. No credit card, no nothing. Just sign up. I got in there. I have all my marketing stuff, how I grew my business to $1 million. I have all my, I have the 26 steps to the perfect house wash. I have everything about the chemicals and the safety behind the chemicals. That's in the employee handbook. And the employee handbook is the 26 steps to the house wash, the safety stuff, your trucks checks. I do have my house wash check sheet. All of that is in there. that is definitely what you need to do. Jason put, I love your Pressure Wash Help membership. Step by step, brick by brick. I never thought I could earn this much. Jason did in his first year over $150,000 in pressure washing and a little bit of painting. He don't like talking about the painting side. But again, there's reasons why I tell you how to do it, and I tell you step by step. It's step by step of how I grew my business to do over $1 million a year. And I don't just start at the $1 million. I start at the very beginning bricks of how to pressure wash. Reason why we do the 26-step house wash. Why we don't park in the driveway, because I've screwed up driveways and I've seen driveways get screwed up, so that's why we don't park in the driveways. Why are we taking the before pictures, and why are we taking the after pictures, and the marketing, and we're matching all that stuff up. And even if you have an employee, you can set them down in front of the 26 steps of the perfect house wash, and he's going to learn everything he needs to know. And then you have a check sheet so that employee can go through that check sheet and make sure that gets done over and over and over. Because a lot of people, I teach the 26 steps to the perfect house wash, and then they want to skip steps, and then they want their employees wonder why they skip steps. Well, when you skip steps, that's the problem. And how I know people skip steps is when they call me with a problem saying, Jason, look at, they're saying this is screwed up, and I say, where's the before pictures? Where's the after pictures? I was too busy. I was too busy. I forgot to get those. I was too busy, Jason. I was too busy to get the before and after pictures. Well, that's called your tail is going to get on fire because you let it burn. You burned yourself at that point. So that is definitely. Is it illegal to place bandit signs in your area? If not, if it is, do you still place them? Yes, I do, until they tell me to quit placing them. And if I'm not allowed to place them in one city, I'll place them all the way around that city, on the outside of that city. Is 7, 8 a.m. too early? I would say yes on hanging door hangers. Why not use a soft wash system? That was a blend manifold to wash vinyl siding instead of downstreaming. Because you are right on this here, soft wash system. I'm talking about a soft wash system, like the actual soft wash system. That's what I was kind of thought he was going. But yes, you can soft wash with that. So that's just a misunderstanding of what I was hitting on, Josh. But yes, soft washing and downstreaming is the exact same. Have a blend manifold, 12-volt gas pump, whatever you're using. Love your Pressure Wash Help member. Step by step, brick by brick. I could never earn this much. How do you make a pressure washer work off a buffer tank and not pressurized water source? You go find my videos on it, and I teach you how to do that. Or you can go in my training, and I have it how it's done in there too. And I'm kind of excited because I've got 20 videos on building a rig. On building a truck mount rig. And talking about building a truck mount rig, I have right now a truck mounted rig that will slide into the back of a pickup truck. It's a skid. I built it. Right now, it does not have a soft wash system on it. If you want a soft wash system on it, I will put a soft wash system on it. I'll have to get the hose reel in the hose. I already have the pump. I'll have to get a blend manifold so that way you can do that. But it is a full 8-gallon minute ready to go in the back of your truck, ready to be a business. And I'm going to sell it as a business. And what do I mean by selling it as a business? I'm not just only going to give you the rig. You're going to get a website, and I'm going to do your Google My Business for you for the first year. I'm going to post for you. I'm going to get citations for you. I'm going to do all the things that I need to do to help you grow your business. So with that, you get the pressure washer, and you get the Google My Business postings, and I will do your pictures too. I will, if you get pictures, I will probably put a couple pictures up, but then once you start doing jobs, I'll be wanting those before and after pictures, so that way I can put up 8 to 10 pictures. Actually, I want 12 pictures a month, so that way I can keep posting those pictures. So if you're looking at starting a pressure washing business with the website, the whole 9 yards, I do have one rig ready to go. It's sitting over in my side yard right now, and it's ready to go. I got to put the shelf on it, and then if you want the soft wash system, I will have to buy a reel and hose, which that's not no big deal. With that, it is $16,000 is what I'm asking for it, and like I say, it's a complete slide-in pressure washing 50-gallon soap tank, 50-gallon water tank, 8-gallon a minute pressure washer, 150 feet of pressure wash hose, 150 feet of garden hose, two Hene reels, the whole 9 yards. It is a nice rig. It is literally a business ready to be started. So if you're looking for a rig, let me know and I will help. I got something for you. All of us Americans are still awake at 5 a.m. Why are others still sleeping? Can't wait to do a ride along with you again next year. See you at the Huge. Yep. Do I need to pay for SEO after setting up a business listing and backlinks? Well, if you're doing the backlinks and you're doing the business listings and you know how to do SEO, you don't need to pay somebody to do SEO. You can do it yourself. You know, I paid when I first started, and the reason why I started learning about marketing is because I paid almost $5,000 for SEO, and 6 months later, I had nothing. I had poop. I had nothing, absolutely nothing, and I'd paid $6,000 in SEO. So I started to learn about SEO, and then that's how I took that website and I made it to #1 for Pressure Wash Cincinnati, and it's still up at the #1 spot for Pressure Wash Cincinnati. So that is why I did the SEO. There's reasons why I went and learned how to do SEO so that way I can do that. How do I get more leads? Well, Google Ads, Facebook ads, Facebook groups, LinkedIn. If you really want to go down the road, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, all those places. But if you're going to do Home Advisor or Thumbtack, when you get it, you got to hammer down fast. Under pressure, that's a problem. You should check your pump. I didn't see that question. Sorry I'm late. Was working on building a trailer. Jason, I started using Company Cam. It is awesome. Yes. If you want to learn about Company Cam and you want to use it, go to pressurewashhelp.com/Company Cam, and it is an amazing thing that you can use to get to make sure that you are getting your before and afters, anything damaged, all of that. Company Cam is definitely worth the $20 a month. That will, because even if you screw something up, it's the best $20 you ever paid. If you didn't screw something up and it is screwed up and they're trying to blame it on you, Company Cam is the best $20 you ever spent to make sure that it did not get there. And 3 weeks later, after you deleted it from your phone because it was too full, then that is why Company Cam is awesome. So I would check out Company Cam. Most 5.5 will pull a tank. A lot of 4 gallons won't. You need a 12-volt in between tank. A lot of your 4 gallons will too, unless they're just the really cheap ones. When is your building a truck rig video coming to the membership? They will be coming to the membership this probably in the next couple weeks, or next week probably. I just got from my editor, he's just sent me the link today to all my videos, and there's like 30 videos. So I'm going to probably post them into the membership, and then I'm also going to post them into on YouTube, but they will be slowly let out one after another. Should I use a different downstream injector when using Cleansall BC? I don't know. All right, Uber Flex pressure wash hose good. My Monster Simpson hose are rough. Yeah, them Monster Simpson hose sucked. I don't know about them Uber Flex. Have you ever gotten into a drain unclogging or cleaning with high pressure? Is that a whole different machine? or is it just a nozzle? No, you can actually. I got one over here. I wanted to do a video on it, but I haven't done it yet. It's called a jetter nozzle, and you can buy it off of Amazon, and you can just shove it up in there, and it'll clean it right out. Do you have any pictures of hot water melting siding? I don't have any when I did it. That's a sweet deal. Wish I could work in the U.S. Tons of learning curves in the industry. Thanks for your feedback. Is it better to specialize on one thing, such as roof, gas station, parking lots, trash bins? If you're gonna depend, like if you're going to do a lot of parking lots, then yes, parking lots is one. Gas stations is another one. But roofs, house washes, concrete cleaning, that's all in the same boat. I'm about to get my license in the next 30 days. What else do I need to have other than insurance business-wise? Get out there and marketing. Where are you located? Cincinnati. Jason, how much would you recommend spending in yard signs in a month? I would at least spend 100 signs, which is $350. If you got 700, I would do 50 yard signs a week. You'll be good. You'll get a lot. All right. If you want to go to pressurewashhelp.com/freedom, it's only going to be there till July 5th, and then that link will be no good. It's completely free, no credit card, no nothing. Go check that out. Also, Monday morning, I haven't sent the email out to the new people yet, but Monday morning I will be doing a Zoom call to all the members. And in there, this is where I'm going to start talking about marketing and giving you marketing strategies and what you need to do for the week. I'm going to try to get me a calendar for the month, so that way we can kind of sit there and give you some things that you need to do, so that way you can grow your business. Things that, a lot of times we overlook, the things that we're like, I don't need to do that. Yes, you need to do that. So we're going to talk a lot of different things on Monday morning. I'm going to do a 30-minute Zoom call with everybody that comes. 15 minutes will be a teaching of one little thing, and then 30 minutes, or the rest of the 15 minutes, will be questions about the marketing for that week. Maybe what somebody's done good, what somebody's done bad, and then what we can do to help. I'll be going over, I'll probably start out with either Facebook or Google My Business, because those are the two that I feel that are important and free, and that a lot of business can use right out of the get-go. So these are definitely some things that you want to do. But yes, so that is definitely some things that I am going to hit on. I saw some pictures of melted siding in Oregon last week. It hit 115 degrees. I need the Zoom call. I just have a few questions. So my goal is to do it every Monday, so that way you can come in, see what you need to do for the week or maybe the month. And then if the month works better, I'm going to go to the month. But if the week works better for people and making sure, then that's what I'm going to do. So I want to make sure that you have the knowledge, and here's the other reason why I want to do this every week. It's more for accountability, because if you're not accountable, if nobody's holding you accountable of doing it, the likelihood of you keep doing it is very low. So that is reason why I want to keep you accountable and make sure how did it go? What did you do? What are some things of that kind of stuff? So go check that out. I will be back here on Sunday. Hope you all have a great night, and I'm going to jump off here. Have a great night, guys.